Hi everyone. Today I want to address some tips for beginners or people looking for refreshers who are on their path with tarot itself. And this isn't going to be a very long video, hopefully. So it's just a few tips to help encourage you on your path. First of all, I want to encourage you to really explore your own relationship with tarot. This can be really difficult at the beginning because most often we start by reading a book or watching a video or um, following an online course with tarot or an in-person course with tarot if you're lucky enough to have someone offering classes in your area. And we can feel, almost like we're stepping into that disciple space where, well, I learned this way and this is how we do it. And my experience with tarot has been that it is so universal and yet personal that if we can honor ourselves and trust ourselves enough to explore our own relationship with tarot itself, we start to have a really deeply satisfying relationship with tarot and the 78 energies that make up tarot as well. So I would encourage you to step off the beaten path and start exploring what tarot actually means for you, not just what someone else tells you tarot is. The really beautiful thing about tarot now, in this day and age, as we're working with it, is that many of us are exploring tarot not as a game or a way of telling the future, but of actually bringing a deeper sense of fulfillment to our spiritual path and a deeper understanding of our human experience collectively, but also personally, and where we can find fulfillment and experience healing for ourselves as well through these 78 cards, through these archetypal energies, through the mythology that's associated with tarot itself. And that is really exciting. So while it is absolutely fun and enjoyable to explore the card meanings just in the aspect of divination, I would encourage you to have your own path and journey with tarot and experience what the cards actually mean at a personal spiritual level for yourself. So that means that you're not memorizing meanings by rote and that you're actually spending time with your tarot deck and getting to know what it means for you. And this would apply with oracle decks as well in its own way. But really talking about tarot in this video, it's important that we actually do spend time with these cards and allow ourselves to get in depth and dive down deep and really explore what the cards themselves mean for us. And not just the major arcana, but the minor arcana as well, and the court cards each have their own relationships that we can have with them. And they can be just as fulfilling and encouraging as the relationships that we have with the major arcana, who can kind of be looked at as like the superstars or the rock stars of the tarot deck. So I really encourage you to spend time on your own with your tarot deck in a way that is not attached to someone else's teachings. And you might find that for this purpose, for this process, journaling is really powerful and effective for you with that, actually creating your own tarot journal and writing down your own associations and meditative experiences with the cards is an amazing process as well. The other thing that I would encourage you to explore is actually meditating with your tarot cards themselves as you begin your journey or step back into your journey with tarot. There's nothing like stepping into a tarot card and seeing where the journey takes you and not being afraid to let it take you wherever it wants to. And one of my favorite experiences with this method of getting better acquainted with tarot, having a deeper, more purposeful experience with tarot, is meditating with the Judgment card, which has been one of my most difficult cards with tarot. And over the years, I've sat down and done guided meditations with Judgment card many times and had very unique experiences with that card, and have really come to my own personal interpretation with Judgment in a way that has helped me to heal a lot of my own trauma, especially childhood trauma of the experience of Christian religion. So if you actually sit down and meditate with cards that are difficult for you as well as just ones that are fun, there's a lot of understanding to be had. And for myself, actually stepping into the card through meditation, doing journey work or whatever you want to call that, has been very powerful in understanding my own shadow side and the areas of tarot that maybe I'm reticent to do more than just dip my little toe in. So spending time with tarot, really coming to know what the meanings and the energies are of each card for yourself, not memorizing someone else's way of reading the cards. And then actually sitting and meditating with the cards are really my key pieces of advice for people who are starting with tarot. The other thing is to have a tarot journal and really allow yourself to journal about the cards, your experiences with them, your associations with the cards, what the elements associated with tarot mean for you, what the associations are with certain archetypes for yourself with the cards as well. All of these things are very empowering. And what it really boils down to is just spending time with your tarot deck, or decks if you have multiple decks. If you're a collector like I am, then you probably have quite a few different variations of energy in the 78 cards, and that can be fun to explore with each of the decks. But really understanding that you are having a relationship with the spiritual tool that is a deck of tarot cards is very empowering and fun and exciting. And what helps you to understand that tarot itself as a spiritual tool is infinite and there's no end to the experience and the exploration of tarot. The other thing that I would say when you are beginning to work with tarot is to also open up to reading for other people. And this doesn't have to be, again, a divinatory type of reading. It can instead be a focus on the healing aspect for other people that tarot can provide, healing messages and next best steps for people to take as they're trying to integrate and heal wounded aspects of themselves, or live authentically, live authentically in their life. So reading for other people can help you to really start to see the dance that it's possible to have with tarot and the joy that tarot can bring people as well. And it can also help you to understand, grow, and learn to trust your own intuition and psychic abilities as well. And this is very empowering. And this is another layer of the effectiveness of tarot as a spiritual tool for us, because it really does help us to trust ourselves and to understand when we're actually right on, when our intuition is right on. So if you are beginning in tarot, or you're coming back to tarot after taking a long break perhaps, what I would encourage you to do from my experience with the cards is to really spend time with them, deepen your own relationship with them, have your own relationship with them by exploring your own associations with the cards. Getting to know and understand the archetypal energy you're in dance with, that you're dancing with through meditation or journeying with the cards, or maybe just exploring walking with the cards. What does it feel like to be in the energy of the Queen of Swords, let's say, on any given day? Really starting to explore that and play with that energy. And then actually stepping into reading for others. And again, this doesn't have to be that you're going to put a sign out and offer readings and be a professional, whatever that means, professional tarot reader for the rest of your life. This can just be a reading or two for a friend or a family member or an acquaintance at work, perhaps. And it doesn't need to be a perfect reading, again in quotations, just like professional, but instead can be something that is focused on healing for the person getting the reading, and also joy and fun as well. Tarot holds that within it, as well as all the delicious deep stuff too. So I hope if you're just starting with tarot or coming back to it, that this gives you an understanding of jumping off points that I found to be very effective for me, and that really do make up a lot of core principles of my own healing work and my own work with tarot. So, sending you all many blessings. I'll talk to you soon.